Welcome back to Red and Blue. I'm Ed O'Keefe. We are, of course, just one day until Election Day 2022, but just 729 days until the 2024 presidential election. I say just with tongue firmly planted in cheek. Already, though, the list of potential GOP candidates is adding and scratching out some names. One man familiar with the Oval Office is already starting to make his 2024 intentions clear.
New nickname for our governor, Ron DeSanctimonious. Do you think he's been a little ungrateful and not ruling out running against you? What's behind the nickname?
Well, we'll see what happens, but in the meantime, we hope he gets elected. And no, I've always had a very good relationship with him, really, but let's see what happens.
There are those who do support him who think that the way to do this is that what makes him appealing is that you would get all of the Trump policies without any of the Trump baggage or controversies. How do you think about that?
Well, I don't think we have any baggage, frankly. People were fighting us for 4 years, and if you don't fight back, you don't have any baggage. But I fight back like nobody's ever fought.
Hey, that was former President Donald Trump speaking to WFOR CBS Miami's Jim DeFeeti. And joining me now is CBS News Chief Election and Campaign Correspondent Robert Costa. He's down at our election night Times Square studio, where I'm here at the other end of 10th Avenue at the Broadcast Center. Robert, I know you've been looking into this and what former President Trump may be thinking and planning for. What do you know?
Ed, good to be with you. Former President Trump will be in Dayton, Ohio tonight to rally for Senate Republican candidate J.D. Vance. That will be closely watched not only by Ohio voters, but by Republican strategists and consultants and potential contenders across the country. It has been known, and CBS News has reported for weeks, that former President Trump is moving toward a possible 2024 presidential bid. But we're going to watch tonight whether he leans into that in any explicit way, if he uses new language, new phrasing to articulate where he stands at this time. We're also going to be watching Mar-a-Lago on Tuesday night. He will be gathering friends, donors, and advisors at his Florida estate to watch the election returns and think through his political future.
That's right. He had hinted last night at that event in Florida, watch me in Ohio Monday night, which is what has piqued everyone's interest, that there might be something more coming, right?
That's exactly right. He's been teasing a potential run for a long time, though it's complicated for former President Trump. He's facing many legal challenges. The RNC and others are helping to pay his legal bills. If he formalizes a run tonight in Ohio, sometime in November, it's going to be very difficult for him to have any kind of legal help from the Republican world formally, because he would then be a federal candidate. So at this point, a lot of Trump allies say he is moving toward a 2024 presidential bid, but he may not get into it in a formal way because he wants to continue to gather some strength in terms of fundraising for his legal hurdles ahead.
There is another name who is making some moves because of the way he's been traveling and some of the other things he did today. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin, somebody who's also been hearing from supporters that maybe he should think about it. What do you know?
Glenn Youngkin's Political Action Committee today released a 90-second ad. The ad talked about Youngkin's efforts across the country throughout this past year to elect Republicans governor, and it showed how Youngkin is aligned in some respects with the Trump movement. He has supported people like Kari Lake running for governor in Arizona. And you also see Youngkin, she's an election denier, it should be noted. Yep. And he has supported more mainstream Republicans as well, like Brian Kemp, the conservative governor of Georgia.
Well, we'll see. Those are two names on it. Tom Cotton, the Arkansas senator, saying he's taking a pass, but there will be others. And we know, Robert, you and others here at CBS will be tracking it closely. Thank you.
Thank you.
And get ready for tomorrow night.